This is the Marching Revolution podcast.
Boots on the ground with a thunderous beat. Hearts in sync, our purpose complete. Map of the future drawn by our stride.
Right,
Through
so
the struggle we walk unified.
Deep on the Bushwackers drum and bugle corps.
Yeah.
Like really deep.
Yeah.
And we're doing it because we heard you like the Bushwackers.
Right.
So we went out and got like every scrap of info we could find on them, right?
That's right. We've got video interviews with members, historical records, photos, you name it.
Yeah. It's crazy. We even got a peek at how their visual branding evolved over time.
Very cool, huh?
I know. I'm pumped. It's going to be epic.
All right, let's jump in then.
Okay, so anyone who knows DCA even a little bit has heard of the Bushwackers.
Of course, yeah.
And they know they've won a lot.
Oh, yeah, a lot.
But I don't think people realize how much they've won. Like, it's almost unbelievable.
Yeah, you're right.
So let's just start with the stats, right?
Okay.
6 DCA World Championships.
Wow.
And get this, 6 straight high percussion awards from 1986 to 1991.
I mean, that's unheard of.
Right. Like, most corps would kill for just one of those.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Just one.
Yeah. So that alone is like legendary status.
For sure.
But then
It gets better.
it gets even better.
It does.
They've been a top 10 finalist in DCA for 35 of their 38 years.
35.
35.
Wow.
It's like, how is that even possible?
You'd think they, started with like a ton of resources, money,
Yeah.
the best equipment.
The best staff, yeah.
The best staff, yeah. But
That's so not the case.
not at all.
They started from the humblest of beginnings. 1981,
Yeah.
Harrison, New Jersey, a small parade corps,
A parade corps.
just starting out,
Right.
right? And now they're based in Princeton.
Okay.
And they're like DCA royalty, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I felt like going from your garage band.
Yeah, to like headlining Coachella or something.
Headlining Coachella. Yeah, exactly.
I'm already seeing a theme here,
Yeah.
right? Exceeding expectations,
Yeah.
defying the odds.
Totally.
And they haven't just dominated DCA. I mean, they've gone beyond that.
What do you mean?
Like they were on the Daily Show in 2013.
No way.
And they performed at the Special Olympics USA closing ceremony in 2014.
That's huge.
I know.
That's awesome.
That's what I love about drum corps. Like it can take you to the most unexpected places.
I know. I know. It really can.
But you know what really like blew me away in the source material? It wasn't the trophies.
Yeah.
It wasn't the TV spots.
Okay.
It was
What was it?
the overwhelming sense of family with this corps.
Oh, yeah. You can it comes through, right?
It's
in the
It
videos.
oozes out of the screen.
Yeah, yeah.
It's crazy. Like,
The way they talk about their time with the Bushwackers, it's
Yeah.
so clear that it's like more than just a hobby.
more than a hobby. Yeah. It's
You're
like,
part of who they are.
it's their identity.
Yeah.
One member even said, and I quote, "You are a bushwhacker. Once you're a bushwhacker, you're always a bushwhacker."
Wow.
And I felt that,
Yeah.
like deep in my soul.
I get it. It really does. It speaks to those profound connections that people forge, right?
Yeah.
Through shared passion and hardship,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, for sure.
But, we've got to talk about the visual side of drum corps too, right?
Right.
I mean, it's a huge part of the experience.
it is.
And the Bushwackers, well, they've got a look
Oh, yeah.
that's all their own.
Like, so recognizable.
Yeah.
That magenta and blue, come on.
Well, iconic.
It's iconic.
Yeah.
And the logo,
Yeah.
that curved keyboard, I mean, it's so simple.
Yeah.
But it's so powerful. But okay, here's a detail.
Oh, okay.
For the real drum corps nerds,
Okay, I'm ready.
their uniforms.
Yeah.
Michael Cesario designs.
Get out!
I know, right?
For real.
For those who don't know, Cesario, like,
He's a legend.
he's like the
Yeah.
uniform god, right?
Yeah. He, single-handedly changed
It's how
it.
we think
Yeah.
of drum corps uniform.
Completely, yeah.
So the fact that they've got Cesario, I mean,
Says a lot, yeah.
it's a big deal.
Yeah. They were ahead of their time,
Yeah.
they recognized his talent early on.
Totally.
Embrace his vision.
Okay, so let's rewind a bit, right?
Okay.
And talk about their musical journey through the years. So their first show, 1982, Clash of the Titans,
Okay.
all the way to their upcoming 2024 production, The Ride.
I like it.
They have consistently,
Yeah.
pushed the creative envelope.
That's cool.
You know, it's interesting to me how their show themes, they kind of reflect the broader evolution of drum corps itself.
Oh, that's interesting.
Like they started with those early, more traditional shows, right?
Yeah, more traditional.
But then in the 90s, they tackle Sondheim,
Sondheim.
Sweeney Todd in 92, and Sunday in the Park with George in 93.
Wow. Okay.
That's ambitious.
It's a power move, right?
It is.
It shows they're willing to experiment and challenge
Yeah.
the conventions of what a drum corps show could be, you know?
Yeah, totally.
And they pulled it off.
Of course they did. With style.
Of course.
And here's the kicker.
Okay.
They achieved all this while rehearsing in some,
Oh, here we go.
let's say, unconventional locations.
Unconventional.
I'm being generous here.
Okay, spill it.
For years, they primarily rehearsed in a commuter parking lot.
A commuter parking lot.
A commuter parking lot.
Okay.
In Ridgefield Park, New Jersey.
Seriously.
Seriously. Like, you'd think.
You'd think.
Champions, right?
Yeah.
6-time champs.
Yeah.
They'd be in some state-of-the-art facility,
Right.
blasting AC.
Yeah.
You know,
The perfect acoustics.
catered meals, you know. But no,
A parking lot.
a parking lot. I mean, what was that like?
And it gets, well, I don't know if this is better or worse, but
Okay.
before the commuter lot,
Uh-huh.
they were in, get this, a chemical plant parking lot
A chemical plant parking lot.
in Newark.
No way.
Yeah, called Trichem.
Okay, now we're talking like true grit.
True grit.
This is where it gets really interesting, right?
Mhm.
How does a corps with those kinds of beginnings, practicing in those conditions, rise to the top of DCA? I mean, how do they do it?
That's the $1 million question, isn't it? And that's what we're going to figure out.
Let's do it.
Get
Let's
done.
dive in. It's like mind-blowing, right? From a chemical plant parking lot to the top of DCA.
Yeah, I know.
It's the ultimate underdog story.
It really is. I mean, it really speaks to the power of passion
Right.
and dedication, doesn't it?
Yeah, like they weren't letting their surroundings like define their potential, you know?
Right.
They just had this vision and each other, and that was enough.
I think that's a really good point. And that kind of leads into what makes them so unique, right?
Yeah.
It's this blend of talent and grit and community.
Yeah, yeah. They've got this secret formula.
Yeah.
You know. Speaking of community, let's go back to those video interviews. What like resonated with you the most?
You know the way they describe the Bushwackers? It's like they're describing a second family.
Yeah.
And there's this deep sense of belonging, of shared experiences that go way beyond the performance itself.
Yeah, totally. There was one story that really stuck with me.
Oh, yeah.
A member described returning to an open house
Okay.
after 17 years of not playing.
Wow.
And the instructional staff
Yeah.
just welcomed them back with open arms.
That's awesome.
Right. It's like
It shows you the power of that connection.
shows that lasting connection.
Yeah.
Like that they build something special.
Yeah, they really create an environment where everybody feels valued, you know,
Yeah.
supported,
Mhm.
regardless of your skill level or
Sure.
experience.
It's rare,
Very rare. Yeah.
especially in the competitive world of drum corps.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like they've cracked the code on building a culture
Yeah.
that fosters both individual growth and collective achievement, you know?
That's a good way to put it. And that kind of brings us to another fascinating aspect of their story,
What's that?
their musical evolution.
Oh, yeah.
They haven't been afraid to experiment,
No.
to take risks, push the boundaries of what a drum corps show can be.
Right.
And we touched on it earlier.
It's our Sondheim.
It's a Sondheim, yeah.
Sweeney Todd in 92.
Okay.
Sunday in the Park with George in 93.
Bold choices
That's, I mean,
for a drum corps show.
right.
Yeah.
It's a huge statement.
It demonstrated, I think, a deep understanding of musicality
Yeah.
and a willingness to embrace theatrical elements in a way that hadn't really been done before.
Yeah. It wasn't just about marching and playing music. It was about storytelling, creating these complex characters,
Yeah.
evoking like a whole range of emotions.
Right.
And they did it all
Yeah.
while staying true to the core elements of drum corps, you know,
Yeah.
the precision.
The
It's
athleticism.
a pictorial.
Totally. It's like they bridge the gap, right?
Yeah.
Between the traditional and the avant-garde.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
And they kept going.
Yeah.
They explored different genres, styles,
Yeah.
classic rock, pop anthems, original compositions.
Right. Consistently pushing the envelope.
Yeah. And they did it all while rehearsing
Oh, here we go.
in parking lots.
Mm.
It makes you wonder, like, if those unconventional spaces, like, actually fostered a greater sense of creativity and resourcefulness.
Possibly. They had to adapt, right? Make the most of what they had.
Right.
And maybe that forced them to think outside the box. Find these innovative solutions to challenges that other corps didn't even have to face.
It's like they had this underdog mentality.
The underdog.
This us against the world attitude.
Yeah.
And it fueled them.
I like that. It's like they proved that greatness isn't about, having the fanciest facilities or endless resources. It's about heart and passion and belief in something bigger than yourself.
And the Bushwackers, I mean, they embody that.
Oh, yeah. Their story is a testament to the power of community, the importance of believing in yourself, and the magic that can happen when a group of talented individuals come together with a shared purpose.
Yeah, totally.
I mean, their impact goes beyond just their own achievements. They've inspired countless performers, pushed the boundaries of drum corps and art form, shown the world that greatness can come from the most unexpected places.
Okay, so as we head into the final part of our deep dive, I want you to consider this.
Okay.
What is it about the Bushwackers that resonates with you the most?
Is it their journey? From those humble beginnings to the top of the game, their commitment to excellence, their ability to create something truly special out of seemingly nothing.
Yeah, or is it that intangible Bushwackers magic?
Yeah.
That spirit of community and camaraderie that shines through in everything they do.
It's special.
It is.
It's something you can't replicate.
I mean, it's that Bushwackers magic, right? That keeps the fans coming back year after year.
Yeah.
It's addictive,
It is.
And it's impressive, like how they've maintained that for over 4 decades.
Yeah.
Drum corps has gone through so many changes.
I know.
And they're still at the top.
It really speaks to their ability to evolve with the times,
Yeah.
but stay true to their core values. Like they haven't been afraid to experiment,
No.
to try new things, to really push those boundaries like we talked about.
Yeah.
But they never lost sight of what makes them special.
Right. That blend of talent and grit and family, it's always there.
Always, yeah.
And, they've had some amazing leadership over the years.
Yeah.
People who just get it,
They get it.
The Bushwackers' DNA, they help shape their direction.
Yeah, and the performers.
Oh, yeah.
And the staff. Incredible, all of them.
I mean, it takes a village, right?
For sure.
To build something like this.
Right.
And that's why their alumni network is so strong.
Yeah.
It's a community that goes way beyond the summer.
It's a lifelong thing.
And you see it in their performances.
Yeah.
There's this energy, this passion,
Connection.
Contagious.
It is. It draws you in. Like they're inviting you to be a part of something bigger than yourself.
Yeah.
And you know what they are.
Yeah.
When you're watching a Bushwhackers show, you're not just watching a performance, you're witnessing the culmination of so much, right?
Yeah.
Hard work, dedication, love for the activity.
It's a celebration.
It is.
Of drum corps at its best.
Totally.
Okay, I want to go back to those parking lot rehearsals for a second. It's hard to believe now, right?
It is.
Knowing all they've achieved that they spent all those years.
Yeah, you have to admire their resourcefulness, their determination to make the most of what they had,
Right. They weren't making excuses. They were finding solutions.
Exactly.
And who knows, maybe those tough environments, right?
Yeah.
Maybe they actually shaped their resilience.
Oh, for sure.
Their unique approach to drum corps.
Yeah, it's like they developed this underdog mentality.
Right.
This us against the world
Yeah.
attitude that fueled their drive.
And they proved that greatness isn't about fancy facilities or tons of resources. It's about the heart,
Yeah.
the passion, the belief,
And that's a lesson that goes way beyond drum corps.
Oh, yeah.
I think it applies to everything.
It's about embracing the challenges, finding creative solutions, never giving up, you know,
that's right.
no matter how big the dream is.
Because if the Bushwackers can go from a chemical plant parking lot to DCA royalty, then, I mean, come on. Anything is possible.
It's so inspiring. It really is. And it makes you think, like, what kind of legacy are they leaving? How have they influenced drum corps?
Oh, for sure. I think they've been trailblazers, right?
Yeah.
They pushed the boundaries of creativity, musicality. They showed other corps it's okay to take risks, to experiment, break the mold.
They raised the bar, for sure.
Oh, yeah, on and off the field.
And they've inspired, generations of performers.
I bet
there's so many drum corps members out there
Yeah.
who trace their passion back to seeing a Bushwhackers show.
I bet you're right.
that first time,
Absolutely. I mean, they've had a profound impact.
Yeah, and their influence will keep going
Oh, yeah.
for years to come.
Yeah.
So we've reached the end of our deep dive into the Bushwackers.
Sad to see it go.
I know. But I want you to think about this. What about their story resonates with you the most?
Yeah.
What lessons have you learned?
Good question.
And how can you apply those lessons to your own life?
Yeah.
Whether you're a drum corps fanatic or just someone who loves a good underdog story.
Right, because the Bushwackers are more than just a drum corps, right? They're a testament to the power of human potential.
Yeah.
The magic of community.
Yeah.
And that enduring allure of a dream, right?
Yeah.
Pursued with passion and dedication.
Beautifully said.
Thank you.
And on that note, we'll leave you to ponder the magic of the Bushwackers.
Yeah.
And all the incredible stories they have yet to tell.
Can't wait to see what they do next.
I know, me too. So until next time, keep the spirit of drum corps alive.
Yes.
And never stop chasing your own dreams.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Boots on the ground with a thunderous beat.